as we came into this age where a lot of millennials entered the workforce, they look at them as almost like alien in the sense of like, I don't understand these people. They behave differently. They want different things. But what do you see as the differences in the millennial workforce? And then also, are there some better ways to perhaps manage millennials or different ways?
I think so. You know, my take on millennials is kind of controversial because anytime you divide up by a group and then generalize and stereotype, you're brewing an excuse, right? So if all of a sudden, instead of me adapting my leadership style, instead of me modernizing my leadership skills, over 20 years, I use the same skills and they don't work with the modern population in the modern world. And then I blame the people that they don't work on. So my whole team is millennials. And the other thing is a lot of people are like, these darn millennials. Well, most of them are 35 with 2 kids and a mortgage. Like, how long are you going to go on blaming people, entering their 40s? So for me, I just really say stay away from stereotyping. And if you want to classify people, classify them by accountability levels, because no matter what your age, your human condition is you have this ego and you have issues with accountability. And so I really think that it was a popular excuse for folks. Now, do I need to modernize my leadership approach based on many things, based on what we've learned about unconscious bias, based on what we've learned as far as microaggressions and, harassment. And I need to be building a more inclusive workplace. I need to be looking at my own unconscious biases. But that has nothing to do with the millennials. That has to do with us as humans hopefully evolving. The main difference between millennials and me, of course, I'm kind of a cross generation, is millennials have a low tolerance for inefficiency. Thank God.
Great.
Yeah. So when you're like, please put that in triplicate, file it in 2 places, and then can you scan it and send me a picture? Millennials are like, you're holding an iPhone. No, I'm not doing any of that. Like, take your own phone out, take a picture of the document, file it in your own place. I wanted to go have impact in the world. And we're like, they just aren't willing to pay their dues. They aren't willing to enable you to stay dinosaur in your approach. And that's why if people have control issues, if they're command and control, they get nervous. Where are these people? Their butts aren't in the chair. How can they be working? My team can work from wherever they want. Don't miss deadlines. Be where you're needed when you're needed. And what I would tell you is that when I've done this, I lead less in my company. My strategic plans now, my people, it's like Shark Tank. They bring me their ideas. I sit back. I haven't thought of a single one. I shouldn't. I'm old. And they bring me their ideas. They pitch them. Their bonus is a percentage of what ideas I accept. I just sit with like someone from my legal team, someone from my accounting team, some of my board members that are innovative. And we see the pitch. They came to me one day. They said, 3 years ago, Sai, give everything you do away for free. We're going to film everything. We're going to podcast everything. And I'm like, that's your business plan. Like, we stopped charging for things. They're like, yeah, we're going to put it out on social media like Gary Vaynerchuk does. It's going to triple your business. Now, if that were left to me, I'd be like, that's ridiculous. They're like, no, Garth Brooks gives all of his songs away and everybody wants to see him in concert. I'm like, this is a stunningly ridiculous proposal. And I got outvoted, and we did that. And it's tripled our business.